Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to hop on here and join in one of the tags that I saw going, which is my biggest mistakes, my biggest homeschool mistakes. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay, so I love this idea because man, have I made some serious mistakes and tons of mistakes, and I anticipate that I will continue making mistakes because we're human and we all do. And I think there's quite a bit of a learning curve when you start homeschooling and as you continue homeschooling. I just feel like it's a learning process. So I would say one of the biggest things for me, I did 5. So this is I would say this is probably what I still feel the effects of this mistake. And it's picking a curriculum that did not match my kids' learning style. And not just picking it, but I was very slow on the uptake and didn't realize probably that we started hitting it hard too early with my oldest. You know, he's a boy, and his kindergarten year, I was like homeschool mom Nazi. It was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna just get it done. I mean, I added a lot of fun in there, don't get me wrong, but the curriculum I chose for him, it was so the wrong curriculum, and we used it the whole year because I didn't even realize it. You know, being new, I just thought, no, we're gonna just keep trying and keep trying, not knowing that no, if something's not working, you can easily switch. There's like a bazillion things out there. That curriculum didn't even cost very much money. It's not like it was a cost prohibitive thing to switch. I'm slow on the uptake, or at least I was then. I just thought he needs to get with the system. But poor little guy was just like, it was just not for him. So I still regret that. Let's see. Making kindergarten too hard and too rigorous. So first of all, I picked the wrong curriculum and didn't switch. Second of all, I just made it was just too much for him. I feel like I should have made it just a lot more fun and play, and just really I could have gotten him a lot more excited about learning, I think. Even though we did do a lot of fun and a lot of playing, don't get me wrong, but I think it's almost like he needed a preschool level of fun. Preschool, kindergarten, you know, whatever. I don't even know. It's hard for me to tell because my girls, because they saw what he was doing in kindergarten, by the time he was in 1st grade, my girls were in preschool going, why aren't we reading? We want to do reading. And I'm like, well, like, I don't want to put pressure on you. And they're like, we can do it. Like, we want to do it. Why aren't you letting us read? And I'm like, okay, you know. So they have had the total opposite take on school than he has. So that's been an amazing thing too. So let's see, not being hard enough. Now this is me, like, okay, so skip past kindergarten. Once we did find curriculum that worked, I would say discipline-wise, I'm not always strict enough. I don't always follow through with consequences well. It's sometimes hard to judge what you should do in the moment. And sometimes I just feel like I let them, for lack of wanting to have a confrontation or just deal with the yeah that comes from it, sometimes I'm just like, whatever. And I think that can be not a good thing. Sometimes you need to push them even though they're wrecking the system. And an example of that would be with Everett, I regret that there were some things I let go just because it was like, oh, he's writing his letters, I don't care how he writes them. Well, he still writes his E's and his R's incorrectly because I wasn't a stickler. So I wasn't hard enough on that. I learned from him, and with my girls, the beginning of last year, we were correcting a lot of mistakes because during preschool, I kind of did the same thing with them just because they were so new at it. But their kindergarten year, I was like, nope, we're gonna do them the right way. And I made them do it the right way. And it was a lot of fits at the beginning, but boy, it was so worth it once I was like, nope. And they write their letters, they form them correctly. So it worked to be hard when I needed to be. Next one, my next this is a huge mistake that I make all the time, and I really work on every year, is blowing my top, you know. And I'm gonna put a link to this video I made a couple years ago about how I just feel like in homeschooling, I'm the teacher, but God's teaching me. And if you haven't watched that video, feel free to go watch it. And just basically, he's still working on me, those same things, you know, just learning to keep my cool in situations that can sometimes just be, it's hard to keep it together. Like I said, we had a lot of meltdowns at the beginning of last year, pretty much through December, and then it got better. But like, I had one of my little ones just was the popcorn like almost every day, and then she turned it around and was like my best student. But that was rough, and I blew my top a lot, just because you can only take so much fussing and yang before you're like, no, stop it. Okay, and then my last one is taking homeschool too seriously, taking myself too seriously when they're kids and they just want to be kids and they want to have fun and be childish. They're not adults. This is not college. Sometimes I just really take it too seriously, and I've been told that by a few people. Like when I really am just feeling frustrated and like, you know, my husband's like, well, they are kids, and you know, you care too much. And I do. I really do. I care about it. It's their education. It's so important. But at the same time, sometimes you got to learn to let things go, let things roll off your back, and not be so stressed about things, not take it so seriously that you lose the relationship with your kids. And I've been in that place several times where I feel like this could hurt our relationship, but it's because I'm taking it too seriously. So Mama needs to learn to lighten up, hopefully this year. We're throwing a baby in the mix and a lot of sleep deprivation, so hopefully I'm just gonna be like, woohoo, let's enjoy the year and not be doing all that fussy yang business. We're not gonna take it too seriously, but we're gonna have a lot of fun and we're gonna learn a lot. So those are my 5 big mistakes, and hopefully I've learned from them. And if it helps you learn from my mistakes, I am so glad to share it with you. So if you like this video, feel free to give it some love. Check out the other people who have videos like this going. I think this is supposed to automatically get in a playlist. Thank you to the girl who started it, and I am so sorry. I'm gonna put your name on here because I forgot. I'm gonna go look it up. Okay, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.
Hey, did y'all subscribe yet? What are you waiting for? Hurry up! Click subscribe.